Hey, good morning. Welcome to the 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show. I hope you're doing well today. It's kind of dark over here. I have to fix the lights over there. Anyway, I want to talk about today is We Team Wednesday, where we talk about being a we and team and HR stuff on Wednesdays. But I want to talk about there's a lot of places out there, a lot of companies, a lot of businesses out there that think a team can be one person. And I want to brush on that a little bit and why it doesn't work with Scrum. So many companies want to implement Scrum and it's a team of one. I'm like, Scrum is not based on a team of one. You can just make a list of things to do. So we'll talk about that a little bit today and why even in a business you want to have a team of just your more than just yourself. I used to kid as when I was younger. Used to be there's three of us, me, myself, and I. Right? I used to say that a lot when I was younger, maybe a little bit today too. But teams of one is not as useful or productive as a team of multiples. So we're going to talk about that a little bit here on the show today. And I want to wish you the best of luck. And if you get it, check out my little quick little note I put up on Instagram and LinkedIn about AI and how my kid and I were walking. He created a whole practice quiz. I'm still blown away with that, with the chat GTP. And if you need help with AI and it scares you, just send me a note. I'd be more than happy to help you out a little bit and get you past that fear factor when it comes to using AI, whether you're working on your career or your business, and how to make it more normal. I was surprised how normal it was. It didn't even hesitate. We need to get everyone to the point where they don't even hesitate using AI to help them be better, get to the next level. Anyway, so what's with this team? So you'd be amazed how many companies I would coach. And I'd come in as an agile coach and they'd give me like a lot of teams, to be honest with you. And I didn't coach them all at once. I gradually would teach them what's called Scrum. It's a way of working together as a team, two different things. And they would say, oh, we want all the teams to be Scrum. And I'd come in and a lot of times these teams were just like one person, right? And I'm like, well, Scrum doesn't, well, it can, but it really doesn't work for one person. There's things you can give yourself time boxes, you can do planning, you can do check-in, but a lot of that check-in was other people or with yourself or something. There's ways of doing it, but also working together produce more quicker and give you some backup, some relief a little bit too. So talk about that, why it makes sense. Teams aren't one person, right? And even in the Scrum guide, I think they say three or more people. Two people is really not a Scrum team either, because three people, you need that middle ground. You need that third person to break those ties when you have discussion. You don't know what to do next, right? So you need at least three people to break the tie. And of course, Bubbles wants to be in the show. Apparently, she got up. She's like, I haven't been in the show. You haven't picked me up yet. Chill out, cat. Anyway, as she could say, she finds me whenever I do the show. So, teams of one, got a business, and you got one person working, maybe the front desk or a different part or different operation, leaves you a lot of risk. And that was one of the things I used to talk about to these managers all the time in the big corporations. And then they would wonder why stuff wasn't getting done or why they weren't delivering what they planned on because they only had one person to work on it. What if the person has to take care of the kid, get sick one day, whatever? You're done, right? I see that a lot of places. I see that where my wife works, and they have her do things. I'm like, well, she has no backup. There's no coverage, right? You have to pull people from other locations and all that kind of stuff. This is the fallacy of one person can do it all and think you're doing a good job at saving money and everything, but in the end, you're really not because you're not meeting your deadlines. They're putting risk into your business, putting risk in your operation, and the person is doing is not growing because we grow from sharing thoughts with other people that we work with and everything and come up with these solutions that we may not have come up with on our own. And sometimes we get stuck. Now, ChatGPT and all these AIs are coming in to help be that partner in the coding, partner in your business to ask questions to and help you get past those log jams that maybe having more than one person used to do. So maybe say, well, I don't need another person. I just use ChatGPT or an AI program to help answer my questions. It's there, but it's not there. It's a little bit of a crux, but it doesn't really get you to the next level because even if you use ChatGPT or an AI program to help you coach you through a problem that you have in your business, maybe the front, whatever. They're not there when you're not there. So if you're not there, it's not there. And if you're not there, then your customers aren't getting served and you're not making any money, right? Same thing goes with teams. When you build these teams of one, when they're not there, they're not producing the code. They're not producing a product. That's why Scrum says 3 or more people on a team. And you really want to have an organization where it's not just one person in the shop, but it's a team of people. You want 3 or more people in the shop at all times. And the reason, and when they're doing, you can find ways to help them bring value. How do you get those 3 people to bring value? Maybe, they have alternate days. Some people are taking off, whatever. Sometimes they're in the shop all at the same time, going over what the plan is for the week and preparing and being on the same page so there's no shortage or stoppage on productivity. So be careful when you say you have a team of 1, me, myself, and I. Does not count as a team, but now you got me, myself, and I, and ChatGPT, right? Or AI, whatever your preferred AI tool is. It's not really a team, and you're not going to be as productive as you think you are. So many companies come. I said, look, we can fix this. You can have more than one person, more one group work on the same product, right? Or the same area and learn what everyone else is doing so they keep the momentum going, right? So be mindful of what you think a team is. It ain't one person. It's multiple people working together to solve a problem, whether it be sell things over a counter, selling coffee, working in a pizza joint, whatever. It's a team of people, and sometimes those team, and it's really interesting. Kanban is just like that. Kanban's another mechanism, but in Kanban, it's about all 3 people. Maybe they're not the best at that skill, but they can chip in and help get people past the roadblocks when they're inundated with something going on. Maybe they have to go help somebody and the other person steps in. Maybe instead of having who's making 25 pizzas in a pizza joint, maybe the front desk person goes back and grabs the pizza and brings it up to the person, and they don't wait for the person who's making the pizzas to do that. Or maybe they can help prep the pizzas. Maybe they can't make the dough, but they can put the sauce on the pizza or help out along the way where they can help in things that they can do that aren't so complicated. They can put pepperoni on pizza, right? They don't always have to be in the front. Now, the big thing is you have to wash your hands. So there's a little sanitary thing going on there. I learned that when I was watching something about Chipotle. So you want to make sure your hands are washed and cleaned, and handling money and go in the front and all that. There's some restrictions on what you can and can't do to allow that to happen. But anyway, it's not a team of one person. I just wanted to emphasize that. Having more than one person on the team, preferably 3 at least, gives you flexibility to take some break. Even if you have the owner and you have 2 people working there, there's 3 people, right? And you work as a team to solve the problems of the day. And I want to share that because don't think you're a team of 1. If you are a manager and someone wants to say, oh, or Scrum failed because we had a team of 1 and we tried to implement Scrum and it didn't work. Well, it's not built for one person. I'll give you a to-do list. If you're one person, here's your to-do list. Go do that, right? But it still doesn't help it when you get stuck in a problem. You need someone to talk to. And again, the AI is nice, but it ain't the answer, right? So with that, I want to wish you the best. I want to wish you good luck today on We Team Wednesday. Think about your team. Is your team designed for risk reduction and maybe some overlap so that you don't hit a roadblock and you can't do something, right? So think about that. Consider bringing more one person on the team, hopefully where they work together, not totally different time zones and things like that, where they never interact. Again, that's not a team either. It's about interacting and working together too. So with that, I want to wish you the best. I want to wish you good luck today and best of luck. Take care, everyone. See you again soon. Bye.